Ka Young and Ejlael reviewing her death in the past. Ka Young notices Iblis's deep sadness, which reminds her of a poem her grandma used to read. Ejlael is displeased that Ka Young saw the truth and tries to convince her Iblis is evil, but she questions why he watched the deaths without interfering. She hits him, which causes Irem pain. Said also feels Iblis's pain and hurries to find him. Iblis, struggling with growing chest pain, is stabilized near the lamp by Said. Iblis asks Said about the women in his past, but Saida doesn't know. Said sees the hourglass flowing, believing Iblis is running out of time to win the bet, which makes Iblis panic. Irem tells Ejlael about Iblis's pain, which relieves Ejlael, but he is frustrated that Ka Young wasn't tricked. He also worries about Iblis discovering the 20-year gap in his memory. After returning from the past, Ka Young investigates the 20-year gap, looking into Goryeo history and finding information Jung-hoon mentioned. Iblis worries about the flowing hourglass and Ka Young's final wish. He tries to seduce her, studying K-dramas to act like the perfect man. He attempts to impress her with scenes, including an imitation of Song Hye-kyo from The Glory. Unimpressed, Ka Young asks about the sad expression he had and whether he was in love before. He mentions a relationship with a genie named Genie. Ka Young gets jealous and asks more questions, prompting Iblis to flee. Iblis asks Irem to find Genie. Im Seon is fired due to her poor work performance. Kim Gae and Driver Kim search for Kim Gae's old home. Driver Kim tries to ask Kim Gae about his past and even looks it up online. After Googling for a while, he finally finds the location and brings Kim Gae to his family's place. After sniffing around and confirming that it really is his family, Kim Gae decides to stay and wait for them to come back. Thinking that Kim Gae was treated like a dog when he was a child, Driver Kim feels both sad and pissed at the same time. Yonghyun gets a Genie app prompt and, while drunk, wishes to uncover a local crime mystery to boost his YouTube channel. He is transported to the forest and accidentally finds a dead body while live streaming, making his channel extremely popular. Villagers are frightened by the body's discovery. Miju went to the supermarket and accidentally overhears Sung Rai claiming that K Young is involved in the recent discovery of the body. Chang Sik refutes this, noting the police said the person died 20 years ago, meaning Ka Young would have been only 8. Pangum returns home crying and begs Ka Young to ignore the rumors and stick to her routine. Boo-gyeong then visits Ka Young, demanding she clear her name. Ka Young refuses, confronting Boo-gyeong about her greed. Boo-gyeong admits she wished for money and threatens to kill Ka Young. Ka Young asks why Boo-gyeong is evil without being a psychopath, and reveals she will use her last wish to undo Boo-gyeong's last wish. At home, Iblis talks to Ka Young about the rumors, and to calm her down he brings her to the highest point in the village. On top of the building, they tease each other and start chatting. After a while, Iblis tries to tease Ka Young by asking her to lie on his shoulder, but instead, she pushes him off the building. Returning, they find Minji, who is suspicious because Miju is living in Pangyum's old house and claims to be Iblis's sister. Minji demands answers, but Ka Young asks her to wait, promising to explain later. At the guest house, Song-tae finds the lamp and makes his second wish, to revisit a specific moment in 2004. Iblis takes him back, and Song-tae confirms he killed the woman found in the forest that night. He realizes his mother knew but kept his secret. Song-tae, enjoying reliving the murder, thanks his mother in her sleep upon his return. Ka Young realizes Song-tae is a serial killer and sets a trap for him. Iblis worries about losing the bet, but Ka Young promises to help him win. Her words deeply move Iblis, who realizes he is falling for her and revisits his memories of her in the desert. The next day, Ka Young begins her plan to catch Sang-tae. Jung-hoon continues to visit the trapped man in the attic, bringing him an apple. One night, the man uses his power to put the village to sleep and walks to Iblis's lamp. Irem identifies the man as Shadi, a genie who hates Ejlail. Shadi ties Iblis with magical strings inside the lamp. The next morning, Sade summons everyone, unable to untie the strings. Iram confirms she saw Shadi. Kayung quickly decides to cut Iblis's arm to free him. Iblis heals fast, but flustered when Kayung mentions the past, he rushes out, forgetting to bring her out of the lamp. Iblis visits Ejlail to find Shadi's master. He is shocked to learn it is the immortal being he created when he saved Hunbish. Since Iblis doesn't remember Hunbish, he travels to the past with Sade to recall his face and scent. Iblis finds Hunbish in the past and warns him not to hurt Shadi, sending a warning to Jung-hoon from the past. Back in the mansion, Shadi returns and finds Jung-hoon waiting. At Jung-hoon's house, he interrogates his men to find out how Shadi escaped. Jung-hoon kills the man who helped Shadi, making Junwoo sick enough to vomit. Shadi reveals he wanted Iblis to know he was around, so Iblis would come and stop Jung-hoon. But he didn't realize Jung-hoon was using him to lure Iblis. Surprisingly, Shadi calls Jung-hoon Khalid. Jung-hoon's true plan is to steal the lamp, become Iblis's master, and lead all spirits. In the lamp, Kayung scolds Iblis for leaving her behind. She demands to know what he learned from Ejlail and reveals she knows Jung-hoon used her to test the magic strings. She tells Iblis about her other vision of a boy named Khalid weaving a rug. Once out of the lamp, Kayung uses Pangyum and Sade to test the strings, learning she is the only human who can untie them, and they are weightless for humans. She notices the string is blackened with blood, theorizing it is her blood from a past life, which explains her ability. To punish Iblis for leaving her in the desert long ago, she ties him up with the strings at her house. Junwoo tries to break his contract with Jung-hoon. The woman pretending to be Jung-hoon's mom warns him against doing anything foolish. They all call Jung-hoon father because he trained them to be loyal survivors, and she warns Junwoo to stop asking questions. Minji runs into Miju and agrees to keep Kayung's secret, defending her against rumors. Miju is touched by Minji's loyalty. Sang-tae enjoys watching his past crimes on Yonghyun's YouTube channel. That evening, Ka-young gives Sang-tae the evidence from his car, pretending she wants to be killing partners, which excites him. He promises to clean up his mess before they partner up. Ka-young tells Iblis her plan. She wants to recover the missing woman's body by getting Sang-tae to use his last wish to eliminate evidence. She asks Iblis to keep her notebook and give it to her when Sang-tae goes back in time. She brings up the 20-year memory gap, which Iblis cannot explain. Sade interrupts, reporting he tracked Jung-hoon's scent. They spot Shadi at the mansion. Iblis returns home and asks Ka-young to go to Dubai with him. She agrees, provided she brings Pangum and Minji, and Saad joins them. At the airport, Minji runs into an ex, and they stare longingly at each other. While Iblis and Ka-young chase a lead, the others enjoy their impromptu holiday. Iblis meets his ex-girlfriend, Genie, played by Song Hye-kyo. Genie recognizes Ka-young and calls her a bad name. Confused and jealous, Ka-young ignores the insult. Genie invites Iblis to her lamp and answers his questions, but refuses to discuss the 20-year gap, confirming he has no memory of that time. She answers his questions about Shadi. Iblis realizes parts of his memory are sealed. Meanwhile, Jung-hoon locks Shadi in the basement and ties his mouth. Ejlail visits Zahara, the grower of soul seeds, and warns him not to tell Iblis anything about the memory gap, reminding him of a past mistake. Zahara's flowers are all dead, except the immortal flower. Iram tells Ejlail that Iblis went to Dubai to see Genie. To punish Iram for helping Iblis, Ejlail takes her voice. In Dubai, a jealous Ka-young asks Sade about Iblis's past with Genie, learning Genie got bored and dumped him. Minji and Miju go shopping, and Miju buys Minji shoes, again touched by Minji's kind words about Ka-young. While walking, Ka-young sees a tour showcasing Iblis's deep rage and his sword, which has been stuck in a rock for centuries. Iblis walks by, has a memory, and the sword easily comes out of the rock. Ka-young orders him to put it back. On the way to the hotel, Iblis asks why Minji's ex was glaring at Ka-young. A flashback reveals Minji has no love life because no one tolerates her intense devotion to Ka-young. On the last day, Ka-young takes Pangum to secretly watch her daughter. Ka-young is angry seeing Pangum crying over her daughter. Back in Korea, Boo-gyeong frantically searches for Ka-young. Im-seon decides to divorce her husband and disown her daughter. She summons Iblis for her final wish, to forget the 2 wishes she'd made. Iblis grants it, but her joy is short-lived. Iblis reveals a technicality. After the final wish, the human forgets about the lamp and the genie, preventing any more wishes. Even though she seems to be losing the bet, Ka-young wants to save Iblis from Ejlael, especially when she learns she will forget him after her last wish. The next day, Sade is furious that Ejlael took Iram's voice and attacks him. Iblis arrives to help Sade, and they start fighting Ejlael until they tire out. After the fight, Iblis asks Ejlael about the feather he took before he was detained, trying to uncover the past. Ejlael, who can only tell the truth, admits he doesn't know the answer. He does reveal that Shadi is not a slave, and Jung-hoon is Shadi's son. The scene shifts to Junwoo meeting Ka-young on a hike. He asks about her wishes and begs her to answer, revealing he was sent by Jung-hoon. Ka-young refuses to answer. Junwoo explains he took the contract to clear his debts. He then pushes Ka-young off the cliff. As she falls, Ka-young thinks about the danger her loved ones will face. She prepares for impact, but Iblis appears and saves her. He is furious that she didn't call for him or use her last wish. She explains that she didn't want to lose him and would rather die than forget him. Iblis warmly embraces her.